Well, at some point in our lives, we all end up with a little back pain, but sometimes that pain doesn't go away and it can actually be really debilitating.
The good news is there is a treatment option at the Wellness Institute of Nashville that is holistic. We're talking no surgery or needles.
Sylvia Castaneda is there with the father-daughter doctor team to break it all down for us.
I'm here at the Wellness Institute of Nashville in their new state-of-the-art facility with Dr. Kevin Mitchell and his daughter, Dr. Ashley. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and educating me about back pain, because I know there are several different things that can happen in union to cause back pain. Talk to us about that.
Well, you're correct. There's many things that can cause back pain. One of them is spinal stenosis, and spinal stenosis will choke the spinal cord, which is canal stenosis, or foraminal stenosis, where it goes down to the arms or legs. Also, arthritis, which is many types of arthritis, is a collapsed capsule around the spine. That can be cause pain, but also so can sciatica. Now that's a big one, right, Dr. Ashley?
Yes, that's correct. So a pinched nerve occurs when the disc is touching a nerve. So when there's pressure on a nerve from the disc, it causes symptoms such as numbness, tingling, or even heaviness into the legs. And this is referred to as sciatica. This can happen in the neck region as well, which causes those symptoms into the arms. These are both very common conditions and can be helped through spinal decompression.
So doctor, then talk to us about spinal decompression.
Sure. The beautiful thing about non-surgical spinal decompression is there's no painkillers, there's no injections, there's no surgery. Where a patient can come in and lay down on the table and totally relax. It'll elongate the spine, bringing in the blood and nutrition, alleviating disc bulges, disc herniations, spinal stenosis, and of course sciatica, tingling and numbness and weakness. Patients don't have to suffer anymore. The technology is here to heal them and fix them.
So doctor, I know country music artist Colin Ray is a patient of yours. Tell us what brought him in.
Colin is like a lot of my patients. They come in hunched over, they're in pain, and he wasn't able to do his job, and he'd love to go and perform. Well, now listen to what Colin is saying. He's a whole different man, no more back pain.
Well, back in 2017, I had hurt my back, and it wasn't anything specific I did to it. I think, and now I know, it was just years and years of life, you know, and our spine, it just does this all the time. And I mean, I was walking like this, you know, just bent way over, and I couldn't straighten up. And I'm still working, still touring, you know. I'm thinking, how can I do my job like this? I can't. Pain was severe. First, I went to a neurosurgeon about surgery and went to several visits, and he did all the tests. And of course, what a surgeon's going to say at the end of the test are, well, you need surgery. He was like, well, this is what the surgery would entail. You'll be down about 4 months. You won't be able to do anything. I'm like, 4 months? So I said, will this fix it? And he goes, well, it'll help. And I'm like, it'll help? That's not good enough. I want this fixed, you know. So a friend told me about Dr. Mitchell. Went in, best decision ever, and he x-rayed me, checked me out, told me immediately what the problem was. Said, you need spinal decompression, you do not need surgery on your spine. So he explained to me what spinal decompression does, which it makes perfect sense. I mean, you lay in a machine strapped in that gently pulls you apart and pulls your spine apart over 20 minutes or so. It's very, very gentle, very easy, very non-invasive. By visit number 3, the pain started alleviating. And then by visit number 7 or 8, it was like, man, I feel actually pretty good. It's just a little tender. And I think it was the 12th, I realized I'd done 12, and I was good. My back's fine and straight as an arrow. Haven't had that problem since. Now I just come in for a little maintenance once in a while. Just like, man, I feel like I'm 30 years old again, you know. I still very active on stage. I jump off drum risers and things like that, you know, which is not smart, but it looks really cool though when you do it. No one that I have sent here and referred to Dr. Mitchell has told me, no, it didn't do me any good. It's like everybody's like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, it saved my life. Because that's what you feel like. You feel like, you don't just feel like you've saved your body, you feel like your life has been given back to you. And so if that's available and it's in such a pleasant environment, a non-invasive procedure, that, you know, why not do that?
Doctor, when you hear a beautiful story like that from a patient, you know there are viewers out there who feel like they want to try this, so do you have a special offer for them?
I do. For the first 40 callers, you can have exam, consultation, and x-ray for only $23. Be seeing you soon.
Doctor, thanks so much for sharing this with our viewers. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much. Well, you heard it there, you guys. If you're tired of that back pain and want to try non-surgical spinal decompression, call the Wellness Institute of Nashville, 615-883-4244. The first 40 callers receive an exam, consultation, and x-ray for $23. That's it. So make your appointment now.